Hello students, myself Suresh VS. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start a new lesson. The title of the lesson is The Rat Trap. It's your fourth lesson. The author is Selma Lagerlof. She was born in 1858 and died in 1940. So it's a very interesting story. See, she was a Swedish writer whose stories have been translated into many languages. Okay? So, because she was such a famous or important writer, a universal theme runs through all of them. So, if you examine the stories of her, we can find out that a universal theme that runs in everything. So, here also in this story also, a very important theme is used. What is the theme of the story? The essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love. So, through understanding and love, we can awaken the goodness in a human being. So, every human being, you can see that some goodness will be there, or some good traits of character will be there, and that can be awakened if we give them love as well as if you understand them or understanding. Okay, so this story is also based on such a very important human character. So let us go through the story. Once upon a time there was a man who went around selling small rat traps of wire. So once upon a time there was a man who used to go around selling the rat trap. His rat trap that was made up of wire. Okay, so what was his what was his business? His business was selling small rat traps made up of wire. He made them himself. Don't think that he purchased it from somebody else. No, he made it himself. Then where from he got the this raw materials? He made them himself at his odd moments. That means free times. At his free times he used to sit and make rat traps. Then, as I asked you, where did he get the raw materials? Let us find out. He got the material he got by begging in the stores or at the big farms. In order to get the raw materials needed or the wire needed for the rat trap, he went to the big farms and stores. There he begged for the unwanted wires. So from there he collected the wires by begging, and afterwards he made rat traps. Then he went around to sell it. But even so, the business was not especially profitable. But you see that the poor man, he was leading a very miserable and pathetic life. His business was not at all profitable. He could not make much money out of his business. So what did he do? So he had to resort to both begging and petty thievery to keep body and soul all together. Body and soul all together means to live alive. So the money was not sufficient for his survival. So what did he do? He went around and begged. Sometimes he begged for money. Sometimes he made a small theft. Okay, he had stolen the things as well as money from others. The petty means small. Then even so his clothes were in rags. His cheeks were sunken and hunger gleamed in his eyes. Sunken means lowered. Even though after doing all these things, you see, how did he look? He looked very lean, maybe thin, because he had got sunken cheeks. Sunken, that means gone deep inside. The cheeks were gone inside. And also, what was there in his eyes, you can see that hunger. Hunger gleamed means shone. Hunger gleamed in his eyes. He wanted food. Even after doing all this, we can say that he was not getting sufficient enough to meet both his ends. Okay, and he had worn torn clothes. The clothes that he was wearing was really torn. No one can imagine how sad and monotonous life can appear to such a vagabond. Vagabond means a wanderer who pods along the road. Okay, so pods means walk with the heavy steps. So nobody can imagine how monotonous life, how dull life will be for such a wanderer who walks in the roads with heavy steps. That means his life was really boring or monotonous, dull, okay, because he was leading a life of a wanderer. Left to his own meditation. So while he was walking through the road, really he was, he was really feeling bored. So what did he do? He continued his meditation. I mean, he was deep in his thoughts. He was thinking deeply about something else, to his own meditations. But one day, this man had fallen into a line of thoughts. But one day, so every day while walking on the roads, he used to think about something, especially about himself maybe. But one day, a series of thoughts that came to his mind. What were these thoughts? Let us see. Which really seemed to him entertaining. So the thought that came to his mind actually felt as really interesting. Entertaining means interesting. For him, it was an interesting thought. He had naturally been thinking of his rat traps, which suddenly he was struck by the idea. Struck means suddenly came, that the whole world about him. So usually he used to think about his rat traps. Okay, but today an idea, a thought that has come to mind, suddenly that came to his mind, it was about the world. Okay, usually he thought about himself and the rat trap, but today the idea that or the thought that came to his mind, that was about the world. The whole world with its lands and the seas, its cities and villages was nothing but a big rat trap. That was his thought. Important. Okay, take note. Mostly the question comes from here. So today he thought that the world itself, with beautiful things like cities, villages, okay, and the seas, lands and all, this is nothing but a rat trap. That means this world is similar to a rat trap, that he thought. It had never existed for any other purpose than to set baits for people. So the purpose of this world is nothing but to set baits for people. That means so it has no other meaning. Okay, the existence of the world has no other meaning. It is to just keep, or we can say that set baits for the people. Baits here means comfort. Actually, what is the meaning of bait? Bait means food set on hook to catch an animal. We used to keep some food to attract the animals inside the trap. Okay, so in order to attract the animals, we used to keep bait. So here this world that is filled with so many comforts, so many things. These comforts are actually baits in order to attract the people inside, okay, inside. Once we get inside, we will be, trapped. Okay. It had never existed for anything. It offered riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly as the rat trap offered cheese and pork. So rat trap, you see that it offered cheese and pork. That means inside the rat trap, usually what is kept? Cheese. Okay, what are the things kept? Cheese and pork. Such a way, this world, in the world you can see what are the things? Joys, shelter, food, heat, clothing. All these things are similar to, the baits. All these things are to attract the people to inside. And so these are exactly, like the rat trap, where the cheese and pork are offered to attract the animals. And as soon as anyone let himself be tempted to touch the bait. So as soon as anyone is attracted to this bait or try to touch the bait, it closed it on him. So the trap will be closed on him. So this was a very fantastic philosophy, and he was thinking about it. So as Buddha said, the root cause of all miseries is desire. If desire is there, what will be there? We will think about, for example, I want a watch. If I don't get to the watch, surely what will be there? Disappointment will be there, and I will get sad. So same like you see that in the world, so many luxurious things are there, comforts are there, richness are there, so we go for that, and that to cause for all the trouble to human beings. He thought such a way, and then everything came to an end. Once the human beings get inside, everything come to an end for him. The world had, of course, never been very kind to him. See, this world had, of course, here means the people in this world were not at all kind with him. Always you see that no one in the world so had ever been kind with this man. So it gave him unwanted joy. Unwanted means unusual joy. To think ill of it in this way. So that is the case, that if I couldn't get any favor or kindness from others, so surely I will think very bad about others. I will try to find out my happiness in thinking bad about others. Same like you see that. So nobody shown any kindness or generosity towards him until now. So he started to think bad about the people, ill about the people. Okay, it became a cherished pastime of him during many of our dreary ploddings. Dreary means dull, ploddings means wanderings. So many of his dreary or dull wanderings, he is wandering without any interest. Okay, is not at all an interestless business. So many of his such dull wanderings. So this type of thought that cherished him, that means that gave him happiness. Or we can say that it gave him a pastime, an entertainment. It was really an entertainment for him, thinking bad about the people while he was engaged in his dreary ploddings. To think of the people he knew who had let themselves be caught in the dangerous snare. Snare means trap. He used to think about the people who had already been caught in that dangerous trap. Some people are already in that trap. He used to think about them. And of others who were still circling around the bait. And he thought about other people also, they are moving around the bait. At any time they will get inside. So thinking about all these things, he found happiness. One dark evening, as he was trudging along the road, trudging means walking slowly. So he caught sight of a little grey cottage by the roadside. So one evening, you can see that was a dark evening. As he was walking by the side of the road, immediately he noticed a cottage by the side of the road. So actually he used to go to different houses and ask for or beg for shelter and food. Okay, here also what did he do? He knocked the door to ask a shelter for the night. He knocked at the door and asked for the shelter. Shall I stay this night here? He asked. Nor was he refused. Instead of the sore faces means unpleasant faces, which ordinarily met him, the owner, who was an old man without wife or child, was happy to get someone to talk to in his loneliness. But you see that just contrary to the former experience, today he was welcomed by an old man. He did not have his wife or child. So he was very happy, really happy to get a man to spend that night. Okay, otherwise he would be in his loneliness. So today at least he got a person to talk. So he was very happy to welcome him. So he used to meet the people with the unpleasant faces, and they used to drive him away. Hey, go away from here. But this man, he welcomed him, and not only that, he was very happy because he got a person to talk in his loneliness. Immediately he put the porridge pot on the fire and gave him supper. Porridge pot means oatmeal. Immediately he prepared oatmeal, or he put the pot on the fire and started to prepare food for him. Not only that, he provided him supper, and after the supper he carved off, that means he cut off such a big slice from his tobacco roll that it was enough both for the stranger's pipe and his own. And afterwards he cut a tobacco, from a large big slice means piece of tobacco roll, and afterwards both of them smoked. Not only smoking, even afterwards they started to playing cards. Finally he got out on his old pack of cards. Finally he removed his old pack of cards and started playing a play named Jollies with his guest until bedtime. So until the bedtime, both of them played a game known as Jollies. The old man was just as generous with his confidences as with his porridge and tobacco. Okay, so you see that he has taken this man in great confidence. So what happened? As he has given his tobacco and he offered the tobacco and yes, the food or the supper, same way he started to tell all his secrets to him. He started to tell all the secret things about him to this rat trap man. The guest was informed at once that in his days of prosperity, his host had been a crofter at Ramsjo Iron Works and had worked on the land. And he told to him that one day he was very rich in his prosperity. That means in his youth, and that time he was really rich. And what was his business? He was a crofter. So crofter means a person who works on a rented farm. So he was working in a rented farm, and you see that he used to earn a lot of money. He was very wealthy. And where did he work? He worked in Ramsjo Iron Works. Now that he was no longer able to do any day labor, now he became old, so he is unable to do any day labor. So it was his cow which supported him. He told him that he was supported by his cow. So that means for his survival, so he was depending whom? A cow. Okay. And yes, that bossy means cow. Was his cow, extraordinary? He told that his cow was really extraordinary. Why it was told that the cow was extraordinary? Because she could give milk for the creamery every day. Creamery means then a factory that produces cheese and cream. A factory that produces cheese and yes, cream. So every day the cow used to give him a lot of milk. That means sufficient milk so that he could sell the milk in a creamery, a factory where yes, what was produced, then cheese and cream was produced. And just a month, and last month he had received all of 30 kroner in payment. You see that kroner, that is a unit of currency in Sweden. And last month he told he got a 30 kroner. Remember, 30 kroner. That means he could save 30 kroner in the last month. That much income he got from his cow. The stranger must have seemed incredulous. Incredible means unbelievable. The stranger immediately said, okay, it's unbelievable. I cannot believe it. Okay, a cow that gives that much milk. So he said, incredible. For the old man got up and went to the window. Immediately the poor old man, he got up and went to the window. Why? Took down a leather pouch which hung on a nail in a very window frame. Because in the window frame, what was hanging? A leather pouch, purse, okay, that was hanging there. He brought the pouch because the rat trap man was not believing his words. So in order to prove that he was right, he brought the pouch and showed that 30 kroner to him and picked out three wrinkled 10 kroner, means crushed 10 kroner notes, 3 10 kroner notes he took out, okay, bills means bank notes. This he held up before the eyes of his guest. So he proved this, he showed this in front of his eyes, he produced it in front of his eyes and yes, nodding knowingly and shaking his head, and then stuffed them back into the pouch. Stuffed them back means filled them back. So you see that he kept them back in the pouch, and he kept the pouch in the former place. The next day both men got up in good reason. Good reason means very happily. Both of them next day morning, both of them got up very happily. The crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow, and the other man probably thought he should not stay in bed when the head of the house had gotten up. So the crofter was very busy. Why? He was he wanted to milk his cow. So he was going out to milk his cow, and immediately the rat trap man thought that the house owner already got up. So it is not good to sleep again. So he also got ready to move out of the house. They left the cottage at the same time. So both of them left the cottage at the same time. The crofter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. So while going out, the crofter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. The man with the rat trap said goodbye and thank you, and thereupon each went his own way. So immediately the rat trap man, He showed his gratitude to this old man. He said goodbye, and after telling that, both of them went their own way. So dear students, I hope all of you understood this much part. So we'll be discussing the other parts in coming videos. So please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.